I want to tell every single person out there who wants to become a YouTube content creator, if you ever feel like one camera is not enough, I literally just finished filming this episode with one camera. I encourage every person out there, no matter of circumstance, just hit record. Let's get into it, guys. What is up, guys? MACABESPEED coming at you. Absolutely minimalist video style today. We're all human, and today the human element is shining brightly in me at this point because I have left 4 out of 5 GoPros in my office. Currently 2.5 hours from my house. So today is going to be a very different kind of video than you guys are used to seeing. But I'm not willing to leave you guys high and dry, even though I'm soaking wet out here in the wilderness. So I'm still gonna put together some good video for you today. Let's get right into it. Now today the offering I'd like to go ahead and share with you guys is the Defender 2 pistol from AEA. This was sent in by BinTac, and I absolutely cannot thank him enough for doing so. This is outside my own current price point as far as what I'm able to afford in the season of the holidays. So I once again can't thank BinTacLLC.com enough for sending this in for us to test. We have 4 cartridges here, each one holding about 4,700 PSI, and each one of these barrels is currently loaded with a 45 caliber slug. Now these are 456 sizing. I did measure these out, and it seems like 456 sizing is going to go ahead and be the best diameter for these specific barrels. Now these slugs did not work well in my S45, but they do work extremely well, having tested this already once before at my house with these slugs. I went through a handful of them, and these were what seemed to work the best for me. Let's go ahead and get right into this based on the fact that I only have the one camera today for you guys to enjoy. Now what you're going to want to go ahead and do at this point is you're going to want to take each one of your charged cartridges, making sure that you wear eye protection, obviously, because this is a charged cylinder that's got 5,000 PSI in it effectively. Pointing the barrel in a safe direction, just go ahead and thread the thing on so it becomes a solid assembly like so. Cartridge 2. Easy peasy. Super easy. The burst discs are installed separately, and these are a consumable item right here. Every time you shoot the gun, you have to replace the burst disc, but pretty much AEA has 1 million of these things in stock, and I got about 500,000 of them pretty much when I received my orders, so have no fear in finding consumable pieces. Just go ahead and open the breech by splitting the block right here. You'll see 2 pretty much cartridge-sized holes that you'll just slip these guys right on into. At this point now we have loaded the Defender 2. It's got a non-ambidextrous safety here. As you can see, it's only on the right-hand side, meaning only right-hand shooters are going to be effectively using this, and elixir dexterity is through the roof. This right here underneath is a laser sight, but honestly, it just makes the gun feel cheap. It's not so much what you add, but the quality of that which it is that you add to the picture that makes a difference here. And when I opened this up to see what kind of batteries it took, I was afraid child labor standards had been violated. So definitely maybe either give us a better quality one or get rid of this. Now the Defender 2 also does come with these air bolts, and these air bolts would just screw onto the cartridge the same way that you actually saw the barrel for the slugs do as well. But this is going to separate when you pull the trigger, leaving that launch tube behind with this O-ring, and then sending this air bolt on down the road. Once again, gentlemen, this is the very first time in probably 5 years that I've filmed on one single camera, so if you don't like the quality of this video, there's a big X at the top right that might fix your problem. Alright guys, well, just as I get to the fun part of the video where we're actually going to go ahead and do our shooting segment, it seems to want to go ahead and rain on me immediately, if not sooner. So we're going to go ahead and do the best we can with what we've got, considering the fact, like I said, I forgot most of my cameras today anyways, and we'll see if we can't make some entertaining shit happen regardless. So we had both a success and a failure in that sense, gentlemen. The red dot is way off as far as point of aim versus point of impact, but we got fire out of the business end 2 times out of 2 that were available to us. That's a hell of a lot of fun to me, and I cannot wait to do it again. Let's load this thing back up. All right, now on the second round, it is definitely really starting to rain a little bit harder on me at this point. Seems like a good day to have forgotten the cameras, because even if we had them out here, I wouldn't be able to employ the big ones. Let's go ahead and close our Defender back up, set this thing on the ground next to us, and we'll go ahead and use the iron sights on this one instead of the laser and see if we have a better result. Absolute thunder just left both barrels. If you are objective, you just saw the Defender 2 lay down serious energy on a gong and a guy who can't shoot a pistol miss on the first shot. The iron sights will connect with this thing, but I definitely think I need to work on my pistol rhetoric. Let's go ahead and fill these cartridges back up, and I'll show you guys exactly how that's done in the field, and then we'll go ahead and take 4 more shots at the gongs and see what we can do. Alright guys, this is a quick durability test update. Everything is soaking wet right now. My gun is wet, my cartridges are wet, everything is wet. This is real world as it gets. I think that this is a great opportunity for us to kind of see exactly what kind of durability and real world livability this platform is going to give us. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this back cap. Looking at my burst disc, nice hole in it, clean hole, drops it out. Set that there for now. Cap 2, spin off by hand, no tools required. If you're using tools, you got it too tight. If you guys listen real close, I'll put the volume way up right now and you can hear how hard it's raining on me currently. It's dumping on me. It's a good real world test though. If it doesn't work now, it's not good enough for a self-defense tool. One burst disc. One burst disc. One burst disc. And one burst disc. It's literally been like 10 years since I've done a first-person view video like this. Definitely throw down in the comments if you love it or hate it. If this is kind of a cool setting for you guys, let me know. If you guys hate this, let me know. Ah, yeah, Ben, sorry, brother. Everything's being taken apart in the rain. How will you know if it'll work if you don't test it? What's funny is I kind of feel like my quote-unquote table here is actually acting like a bird bath and low-key getting more wet as time goes on. This is a good test for this platform. Now what I'm going to start to do at this point is I'll take this, making sure my O-ring is good, and I'll just go ahead and thread this guy on here. Yeah, I did see that there was some water on the burst disc, but I don't care about that. If it's not going to work now, I don't trust it as reliable. You have to put things in the worst condition scenarios so that you know what they'll do with their limit. If you have faith in them at their limit, you can use them in an everyday scenario where they're not at their limit convincingly. What we'll do is take the adapter with the O-ring, supplied with the kit. Good to go, ready to fill. Some lint there. That's it. That's literally it right there. Vent the tank. Red barrel adapters connotate this as a 45 caliber kit. 9mm barrels will thread right on. These 45 barrel adapters are necessary for the 45 caliber kit. Okay, now you've gotten to the point where you've got all of your cylinders 100% charged. You've got your cylinders 100% ready to accept these 45 caliber barrels, but all of your bores are empty. These beautiful rifled bores, and they are actually 100% rifled, are ready to accept seeds. I don't know who makes this. Ben sent a bag of these 456s to me, and they absolutely 100 million% work better than anything I have tried in this gun. Just seats in with a thumb pressure, easy peasy. I feel like when you're dealing with low velocities like this, like sub 600 velocities, the right size ammunition is going to make a huge difference, because too large of a slug is definitely going to slow down your velocity big time. All right, guys, now we've got our 4 barrels set up, we've got our 4 cartridges charged, and we've got 4 new burst discs in place. You notice that I'm kind of keeping these pointed away from me at all times. It's because I don't fully trust this whole system yet, and the time-tested requirement has not been yet established for me to be able to give it my full confidence. Over time, that may change, but I don't want to have one of these go off while I'm holding it and have it discharge a 45 cal slug in my direction. I mean, everything necessary for propulsion is here in my hand. See, we have a very wet, soggy, now mud-stained Defender too, but you know what? I have good confidence in this thing. I think it's going to go bang. All right. I will say this, I definitely found it more difficult just now to feed the cartridge and barrel assembly with it being wet and gritty from the dirt than I did when it was brand new out of the box. So if you mistreat stuff, it will mistreat you long term, but for right now, I just want to see if it goes bang 4 times. Let's do it. All right, here we go, 5-yard distance. Let's see if we could do just a little bit better this time. Let's pay attention to fundamentals, pay attention to our iron sights, and get the hits. Good to go. Good to go. 2 shots, 2 hits, went bang both times. They're definitely a little bit harder to pull out of the breech when they're wet. That one went in no problem. That one doesn't look like it's charged. We'll see if it goes bang. Click. Bang. So it seems like the very first one that we have here has failed to hit for us. It's very interesting. 3 out of 4 went bang. I think the best thing to do in this case is going to be to just go ahead and push the data a little bit further with the limited cameras I have on hand. I think I'm going to go ahead and fill all 4 back up, and then go ahead and take 4 more shots at the pasters this time so we can see some grouping, and go ahead and verify that all 4 do indeed go bang, or if it's just a percentage they're in. Let's get right into it, guys. All right, guys, so not much has changed in the time that we took to go ahead and fill these up, but I do want to go ahead, even despite the circumstances, give you the best data possible today. Behind us, we have our target at 10 yards. I do have my Defender 2 here, and I've got 4 more slugs set up for us. It's going to go ahead and give us 2 things. A, it's going to prove that even in the rain, even in the grit, even if MACABESPEED is basically beating this thing to death with the elements, it will go bang. Secondly, it's going to showcase exactly how poor my pistol shooting skills are, but it should be a good chance for us to learn something together. Let's get right into it, guys. All right, here we go, and fire. Both went bang. This is kind of hard to reload this with multiple cartridges with one hand. I need to develop some kind of 3D printed saddle, I think. Let's go. No. Damn. Looking like 3 out of 4 on this one also. Let me just go ahead and open this up before I make any edits or cuts and make sure I didn't do something like put 2 burst discs in it or something. No, it's a single burst disc that did inflate and did leave me high and dry. If that was a perp, I might have got killed. Dang. But if we really kind of look at the numbers objectively, 10 out of 12 times over the last filming segment, it did go ahead and go bang. Is that good enough odds for you? You tell me. Like I said, guys, this pretty much highlights everything I thought it would, in the sense that this is gonna go bang pretty much every time you pull the trigger, but inside of that also my pistol skills for sure need work. All right, guys, so even though this might have been more of a soggy episode for those of you used to the absolute cutting edge of airgun cinematography here, I do feel like we've accomplished some good shit today. And I'm gonna go ahead and top it off with one more cherry for you guys. Ballistic gel testing with both the slugs and the arrows. Let's see if we can make this happen, guys. Got our Defender 2, extremely soggy Defender 2 out here in the rain. 2 blocks of ballistic gel back to back for you boys. And we've got the arrow barrel as well as the slug barrel, with both of them fully inflated, as you can see with those divots on the back. Okay. Okay. Okay, safety off. Fire. That's the air bolt. It's raining harder now. Here we go. Let's go. And fire. Did I shoot the same block twice? Where is it? Okay, guys, so we were definitely successful here. Let's pull these apart and look at it. Hopefully the camera's picking this up really well, and you know what? I'm gonna help you guys to be able to see it just that much better. Let's cut away from yourself, right? Do as I say, not as I do. This is the one though that's really interesting. This right here, entry point, 45 slug, temporal cavitation. I mean, look at that. Let's dig the slug out. This is really what I want to see. Did it expand? For sure, groove lands there. Rifling, all day rifling. I'd have to compare this to a regular seed to see if it got any shorter and stumpier from any expansion, but it doesn't look like it. Still, seriously good choice for a seed. I want to know who makes this, and I want about 5,000 of them. Alright guys, well, even though I didn't have my camera gear that I would typically have to produce an episode like this for you guys, this is only a precursor of the absolutely full review you guys are going to get in the very near future. Coming back out here, 5-hour drive tomorrow to make this happen one more time. Make sure we get everything you boys want to see. I think the Defender is an excellent package, but it's going to potentially take a little bit of fine-tuning on either the cartridges or the burst discs to get it completely reliable to where I believe in it for self-defense. Having said that, if you do get it to go off, it's not a non-lethal tool. Don't ever quote me as saying that this is in the same category as a Umarex HDP rubber ball launcher, pepper ball launcher, because it's not. It's literally not. If you hit someone with this in a vital area, you will have a lethal situation on your hands potentially. So don't ever say that Mac told you that this was a non-lethal tool, but it is effective. It is absolutely outstanding technology, and I think we did what we came to do here at the range. Alright guys, this is going to be a great place to go ahead and end today's video, but if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when new videos come out. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so somebody else can see it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.